Have you ever heard someone say in the table or on the table and wondered which one is right? These tiny words in, on, and at may look simple, but they can completely change the meaning of a sentence. In this lesson, we'll focus on the preposition on and understand exactly when and how to use it. Welcome back to the Prepositions of Place series. In the previous lessons, we learned that at is used for a specific point and in is used for something inside boundaries. Now it's time to explore on, which we use for surfaces, contact, and positions above something. Think of on as something that touches or rests on a surface. When an object is supported by or connected to the top of something else, we use on. We use on when there's direct contact between two things. For example, the book is on the table, the picture is on the wall, the shoes are on the floor, and the cat is on the bed. Each one touches or lies against a surface. Even when something moves from above to a surface, we use on. We say, "She put the cup on the table." The action ends with the cup resting on the surface. The picture is on the wall. It's not inside the wall or under it. It's fixed to its surface. That's why we use on. The teacher is writing on the board. The chalk touches the surface of the board, and that contact is exactly what on describes. Look at this table. Everything resting here, the laptop, the cup, the papers, they are all on the table. Each item is supported by the table's surface. We also use on when something is along a line or surface like a road, river, or street. We say, "The shop is on Main Street," or "The house is on the river." It means the building or object touches or faces that line or surface. Objects can be on many surfaces. A rug is on the floor, a lamp hangs on the ceiling, and a clock is on the wall. In each case, on shows where something touches. We also use on with public transport and certain vehicles. We say, on the bus, on the train, on the plane, or even on a horse.
Why?
Because in each case, you're on a surface or platform that moves with you. Now let's compare on with in and at to understand how their meanings differ in real life. When you're waiting near the bus stop, you're at the bus stop. When you're sitting inside the bus, you're in the bus. But when you're using public transport like a bus or a train, we usually say on the bus because you're on the platform of the vehicle, not enclosed by it. We use on in many daily expressions. For example, on the table, on the wall, on the phone, on the internet, on the way, on the left, on the right, on time, and on a trip. Each one carries the idea of position, surface, or connection. A common mistake is saying, "The book is in the table." Unless the table has a drawer, that's incorrect. The right sentence is, "The book is on the table," because it lies on the surface. We also say there's a mark on the wall, not in the wall. Again, on means something touches or appears on the surface. Here's an easy way to remember it. On means touching a surface. If something rests, sits, or moves along the top or side of something, use on. Let's recap. Use on when something is on a surface, when you're talking about transport like a bus or train, and when something lies along a line, such as a road or river. On gives a clear sense of connection or contact. That's how we use the preposition on. You now know when to say on the wall, on the table, and on the bus. In our next set of lessons, we'll move into prepositions that show nearness and distance, words like near, by, next to, behind, and between. These prepositions tell us where things are in relation to each other. So stay tuned, subscribe, and continue your journey to mastering all prepositions of place.